Hello everyone and welcome back to Combat Mission Shock Force 2. Once again, we're playing a single player scenario where this American infantry platoon needs to capture this town because our supply convoys have been ambushed from it. We get two objectives here in the center of town, the town center, and the police compound. As you probably know, urban combat is an absolute nightmare. There could be danger around any corner. It's very close quarters, which makes it very difficult for the enemy to miss, even if they're crappy Syrian irregulars. And armored vehicles are of limited use because they can't really maneuver and they don't have the standoff distance that they'd like. They're very vulnerable to infantry carried anti-tank weapons. Having said that, each of our squads does have demolition charges, so I don't have to make use of the fatal funnels that the enemy has set up for us. I can blow through walls, blow through buildings, and stay off the street that way. For now, my plan is to just kind of set up a line here and identify where the enemy might be, then go around them and find our way to the objective here. I could go all the way around, like over here, but that just means slugging through a lot of urban terrain where there could be enemy around any corner. I want to kind of take the shortest route, which is probably the most well defended, but I hope my firepower, my superior firepower, will be able to compensate for that. There should be another Bradley coming along in about 5 minutes. That will seriously increase our firepower as well. Let's get it started for now. Hope we don't get anyone shot in the first minute. Alright, now that's something I wasn't expecting. An armored vehicle moving up here. I thought it would be just infantry. Although the mission briefing did say it was a mechanized infantry element in this area. I just wasn't expecting them to be using armor here in the confines of a town. Apparently they are, which means I have to reconsider. These guys have some AT rockets, but not too damn many. Bradley's got 3 extra AT4s, so matter of fact I'm gonna move these guys in, give them an extra AT4. I'm gonna do that for each squad. These guys haven't spotted anything yet. These squads are set up pretty strangely, by the way. I don't know if this is actually the way it's set up in real life as they get their first contact. But they've got three-man fire teams, which are pretty small to my mind, and both of their 249s are located in a single fire team, which makes it kind of inflexible in my opinion, but what do I know? So we gotta pick up. Okay, so that's not occupied. I've got kind of a mind to blow through this wall here. That way we get a field of fire onto that police compound we're supposed to take. We could move up the Bradley and just suppress it. We're getting some contacts here. I'm afraid I'm allowing the enemy to get into a better position, but it is what it is. There you go, dismount. These guys can start moving back to get their extra AT4. There you go. Let's move these guys back as well. They've also got 40mm grenade launchers, which should be able to deal with BDRs. But if it's heavier, like a BMP, they're gonna struggle. And they're gonna need those AT4s. Kind of wasting time doing this, but I hope it will be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, let's start these guys blasting through this wall here. See what they can see. Get in there. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to move in. Yeah. Just gonna see what's up. You get one of those AT4s and move back out there. for these guys to get in and get their 84. Which means these guys only have one. So I have to keep that in mind.
Listen up.
These guys in here. I kind of was expecting to take some fire breaching through this wall here. And I'm hearing a lot of vehicle contacts here, so I'm afraid they're kind of patrolling around the back there. I do think I will, once these guys got their 84, I'll move the Bradley through here. And not through here where they're expecting it. Because this is the only Bradley-shaped hole in the village. Until I make another one. So they're expecting me to come through here, I'm pretty sure. Alright, another 84. I'm going to focus heavily on this side. There we go. That's a BMP2. Alright, that's pretty serious equipment. And it seems to just be patrolling around the back there. I'm kind of scared to move this platoon or this squad in here before I've made sure there's no one in there. So I'm gonna move this squad into this building first, but only once I've got an extra force to cover them. I think a Bradley should be able to fit through here. I'm just not sure whether it can fit between the building here or whether it can run over that wall. But if need be, I can blow another hole here, and then the Bradley will definitely be able to get through. Alright, let's move them in. Let's move these guys up to cover. There's our second Bradley, which means I can divide them up. I can move one Bradley up here, and it also means I can distribute some more 84s among my squads. Aren't seeing anything yet. These guys are. I'm not sure what the enemy is doing, whether they're moving up or whether some squads are just patrolling around and getting spotted by my guys. But having taken that building, I feel safe enough to move into this one. Guys do have an RPG, that is dangerous. Gonna have him continue to fire at the building if he can. He can't. That's great. In that case, I'm gonna move him back slightly because I don't want to get him RPG'd. Meantime, let's see if this Bradley will go through here. Okay. That's something I don't want to be exposed to. Get the hell back. Yeah, we get contact in that building. Somehow these guys aren't seeing them. Now they are. Alright, I think these boys, or no, these boys, actually, just took out the BMP2 with an 84. That's a pretty, well, I'm not sure they took it out, but they did penetrate it. That's a pretty damn impressive shot from this distance with an 84, right between those buildings. I don't think it's that though. It's probably angry. So, what I'll do, move the Bradley up here and finish it if need be, and have this infantry move out the way, because they just stuck the hornet's nest. Should be able to see it. It's still there. Oh boy. I'm gonna have trouble building up fire superiority like this. They just fired an RPG from there, so I'm gonna assume they're reloading. Take a risk by moving out the Bradley. Basically everyone is wounded in that squad. These guys are getting some serious contacts as well. Makes you want to back them up. These guys back up there. Putting some really effective fire down on those troops. BMP is knocked out, so that 84 did kill it, which is excellent. Bradley is apparently not seeing anything anymore, so these guys lick their wounds. And these guys will take over the front line. Doing alright so far, except for these casualties that we took due to an RPG being fired out of that building. I'm really cautious about moving up here because I know that around any corner, if there's a single squad, like in here, we'll just decimate anyone walking past. But I'm gonna have to move up at some point because we only got 25 minutes to do this. And unless we get the enemy to surrender, we'll have to be holding these two objectives by the end of that. This guy can get a keyhole through here. Probably not. It's too narrow. Someone in here. I'd like to get these guys into this building, but I don't know where the door is. On this side or this side, which is way too exposed, if you ask me. These guys can get in here though. Got him. Indeed they did. Excellent. A lot of concentration of forces over here. I'm happy they're not as dug in as I thought they might be. Let's take a risk with these guys in here. Whoops. Not me to alt tab there. Okay, so there's still a team in here with an RPG. Don't like the look of that. Let's hope they can take him out before he gets shot up. I don't think these guys are happy with those 25mm rounds flying over their heads. We cannot have them destroy their Bradley. Again. It's just too much of a risk. We've only got 2 Bradleys. I really don't want to lose a single one of them. These guys are in. These guys aren't seeing anything anymore. I'm kind of moving up on a really broad front here, which I probably shouldn't be doing. Okay, these guys have treated their wounded, but they're really low on manpower now. So I'm going to keep them there as a force to cover. What I think I'll do is I shift these guys to the left. Oh fuck. Alright. Thought that those guys couldn't see that. Just one casualty, which really surprises me. Would have been a lot worse. Now, these guys just moved across this street into this entrance without getting shot at. So that does tell me that maybe it might be a good idea to move around to the right instead of going in head on. It cost me one casualty though. And if these guys move up, try to clear him. I think that probably took care of that enemy squad. Basically nothing left of the building they were in. There's a machine gun team. Machine gun and anti-tank. But it goes to show that at this range, any troops are deadly, no matter how poorly trained or poorly equipped. Those guys are running the hell away. I don't see any reason not to shoot them down while they are. It saves us trouble in the long term. Let's hope we can get a shot off before he ducks behind any walls or buildings.
Enemy unit ahead.
It's unfortunate. Oh, we got some movement here. Like some AT unit or something. These guys were looking for something. Which might have been aimed at the Bradley actually. These guys took the shrapnel. Yeah, the police compound has been occupied by some more forces. It's apparently have a death wish because it's been pretty well covered by both the Bradley and his infantry squad. I say let them. They want to die. Really unfortunate that they choose to move around the building and use this entrance when there's a perfectly good entrance on this side. It's a recurring problem with combat mission. Troops that refuse to do the sensible thing. Move out of cover. Pretty nice base of fire setup here. As well as here. Problem is how to move up there and dislodge the enemy from their comfortable positions. Not sure if these guys are taking fire still. Okay, firing died down here again. Guys still have both of their 249s, which means they still got most of their firepower left, even though they lost 3 of their guys. With the smoke set up by the Bradley, I'm gonna move him up on this road here on the right and try to leapfrog up with this squad, so that in the end we might be able to get some kind of crossfire set up through this street and these streets. But there's still a lot of question marks here. Could be infantry contacts. There we go. Christ, scared me. 2 guys up here. Those are part of the squad that was probably killed in this building. Let's have our guys here move up one more building. Bradley can keep Overwatch. These guys are treating the wounded. Gotta say, I really don't like this camouflage pattern. I think the Americans made a right decision by moving on to multicam. This is just plain ugly. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be about fashion when it comes to camouflage, but this is just really ugly. Alright, I may have kind of overstepped here. Okay, I don't think there's any way I'm gonna get the Bradley to get a shot on that without getting it killed. So I think a retreat is in order here. Doesn't have to be 2 buildings back though. 1 casualty, always one too many. Fortunately, these guys haven't been seeing any contacts for a while now. Not sure if there's a slope to this road. There's a slight inclination on this road, it seems. But they should be able to see anything moving up there. More contacts back there. I mean, I don't understand why the enemy is still moving around, exposing himself to fire when he could be hunkering down like the guys in that building there. Ambushing my troops, causing attrition, and eventually taking away my ability for offensive action. So he's in that building. We don't have any artillery to pour on him, unfortunately. Not really sure what to do here. The Bradley's not really an option. So they are an AT unit. I think I'm gonna move this squad up. See what they can see. I can always move it up in conjunction with this one, so they can cover each other back and forth. I'm keeping this Bradley here for now. I'm really scared of getting killed by RPGs.
Follow me! Advance! Come on, go, go, go!
When it comes to cost effectiveness, the RPG is probably king. It's that thing, I don't know what it costs to produce, but it's a fraction of what it costs to produce a Bradley or a tank. And it can take it out with a single shot.
Yes, sir.
Contacts here. They are firing back, unfortunately. It's always a disappointment when I do that. A lot of ricochets here. Could actually hurt these guys in here. Potentially. Don't want to get these guys to their body though. They are engaged. Do the risky thing and move up 2 buildings instead of just 1. At least they're being covered. Hopefully adequately. Okay, they are shooting. I don't think the Bradley is gonna get a shot at that. Unless I move it up, which I don't really want to do. Better be quick, boy. This is something that potentially the Bradley could help with. But I've got them at the opposite edges of the map, so I think the infantry will have to deal with it. They should be able to build 5 superiority over the Syrian infantry squad. I've already managed to hit this guy. That should hurt. Alright, now what about this side? There's guys in here, but I should be able to move in here without having them see us. And then it's just down to what's in here. We know there's a squad in here, but that's engaged by this guy. So it's... okay, we can't actually hit that now. There's There's a door here, so they should have to expose themselves. So let's move the Bradley through here. Now that they're in here, they should be able to fire on those troops in there. Yeah, they are. That's great. Let's just not forget about the one casualty we have there. We do want to pick him up eventually. Minutes left, and we're not much further towards those buildings. It's gonna be a close one, I'm afraid. But sacrificing a Bradley to get there quicker is just not worth it. Okay. We know there's still a squad in there with an AT weapon. Let's just have them saturate the area with fire. That way these guys should be able to move up to the next building. To move up to the next building. Oh, please do not use that exit. Oh wow. There's always one fire team. You deserve to get shot, my friend. You're lucky. Okay, now we're getting some engagements here. Because if I move this Bradley, he gets into view of that building. The other thing is, these guys should be able to hit that. Possibly force the enemy to move out of it. That way I could get to this casualty. Let's give it a go. These guys as well. This guy's still alive somehow. Should be pinned. If not dead. Oh no, they got one of our guys. Great. Great. You know what? Screw you guys. You're all gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like this. I will bring down the building around you, so I can't kill you. They're really running low on ammo now. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to rearm them in the Bradley. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. They are running, these guys too, are running out of ammo really quickly. Dare I move up? I'm gonna do it. I gotta move up at some point. Oh wow. These guys get absolutely decimated here. I'm not sure we're gonna make it here. If these guys rearm. Not 7.62, 5.56. Still got some 40 mils left and grenades, that's not the problem. Alright. Move back into that building. These guys can't really move yet. Still got those guys up there. What the hell are you doing? There's a door right here. God. They're gonna move around here, aren't they? Oh my lord. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? You're insane. Where are they aiming at that now? This guy is not treating the casualties for some reason. Probably because he spotted the enemy there. Okay, he's surrendering, he's surrendering. Okay, that means you should be safe. Let's move into that Bradley, get some more ammo. You guys should be safe to cross here into the next building. Got shot over here, which means I assume there's something over there. We're actually in the objective here. Didn't realize that yet. Okay, take all the 556. Yep. Just get back in there. He is now treating the casualty. This guy is still, well, he's dead. He's still not been treated. Might have been able to save him if you got to him earlier. Since these guys all got shot here, I'm just gonna move up to Bradley. See if whatever shot them has an RPG. See what I can see. These guys have surrendered. Move these guys up one building. And check whether there's still an AT team in there. If this guy gets shot, we'll know for sure. Because there's AT in there. Can't hit that with the Bradley. If you can get the platoon commander killed. What a shame about these guys. I'm gonna have to try and treat those casualties. Let's just take a short burst of fire into that building. Come onto the roof, into the actual building. I'm hearing some screams, which I don't like. This squad's just been probably hit by an RPG. Annihilated. These guys have not found an enemy there, so let's move back. Or a ceasefire of those. This guy managed to treat that casualty. Okay. Well. Better finish what we started now, or it won't even be worth all those casualties. I think that shot came from that building. Yeah, it definitely did. RPG-7. Plus 4 casualties. And something coming from up there. Another RPG. across the road here. With a single squad that's still intact. These guys have surrendered or are dead. These guys are still treating their casualties. To that final casualty, treat him, and then see what use they can do capturing the police compound. This guy's still not dead. Got half a mind of just rolling up the Bradley and blasting that building. Probably get it killed. Can't win them all. Further up, please. Can't quite get it. Okay, reverse. And needlessly expose yourself. It's pretty panicked, I think. Walks right into the line of fire of that Bradley, which unfortunately didn't get him. But he is out of there. That's great. That's good to know. Let's reverse the Bradley out of there. These guys are still treating their casualties, so I'll move this guy into the building. Possibly not the greatest moment to do that. So just got a contact there, but they're running away. Treated their casualty. Move them out. Road. Still there, isn't he? Maybe he surrendered. Yeah, he did. He surrendered. I'm sure these GIs are going to be happy when they capture him, though, because he killed half of that other squad. These guys may not make it to the prisoner cage alive. Someone in the opposite building here, but I think they got him. He was lucky. Yeah, these guys surrendering. Slowly move up, make sure it's all clear in this objective area. Because I believe as long as the enemy still has a single troop in there, I won't win. This is clear, definitely. Up to the second floor. Let's see some more. These guys up to that building. Those are all captured, so in that case I'm going to move up for the final assault into that building, for which I have 40 seconds or something. Make sure it's all clear. If there's just a single Syrian infantryman in this building in the corner here, we won't have won. These guys are ready to provide cover. But I think the worst of it's over now. That building's clear, that means we've cleared all of it. Ten seconds into overtime. Once again, a pretty close victory with a lot of casualties on my side. This squad's lost 2/3 of its strength. This more than a third, almost half. This one didn't take any casualties. Lost 2 guys here, 2 guys here. Pretty serious casualties, I think. But we did capture the town, and after all, urban combat is a nightmare. And you can't expect to capture these kinds of areas if the enemy is determined to hold them without serious casualties. Yeah, but I think we can safely say that we got him here. None of this green area is now occupied by enemy troops, so we should be able to go for a ceasefire now. And yeah, that's a total victory. Apparently, our casualties were acceptable, which surprises me. We lost only 2 men killed, which again is surprising. Probably their body armor saved them. 12 men wounded, which is a large portion of our force. About a quarter of our guys wounded or killed. Enemy only have 8 men left, lost 19 killed, 14 wounded. 4 we took prisoner. And they lost an armored vehicle. So they only had, no, they actually had another EMP-2, which didn't get involved. And it really didn't have any kind of field of fire into that objective, so that could have made our job a lot harder. In the end, I needn't have bothered with all those AT-4s. Just a command squad here, and a gunner there, so that's probably the gunner from the BMP we took out over here. Which was a very nice shot. So that's like, I don't know, 200 meters. It's pretty long range for an AT-4. And there was just a single spy left up here. Probably a spotter. Alright. Well, all in all, an okay mission. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.